Hi, second off, I appreciate y'all if y'all watching this. Yeah, man, it's Pilgrims in the Earth. In this video, I'm getting into some interviewing. Usually, I would interview people from Tanzania or from the continent, but I want to get into interviewing people coming from America or the diaspora coming to Africa, um, fleeing. As we know in the Bible, it tells you to flee Babylon. So I want to get these people testimonies. Like I told y'all, I run into people all the time, and they have some interesting testimonies. So I just want to shed light on that. So I'm gonna be interviewing more people. So this is a 5 minute testimony. This is Carlos, very knowledgeable, wise brother. Check him out. All right. Y'all, this is Pilgrims in the Earth. Once again, I told y'all I was gonna be hitting y'all with some interviews. I know some good people out here. My brother Carlos. Matter of fact, you got your own channel. You want to shout your channel out?
Yeah, Ready for Africa with Los.
Ready for Africa with Los. Okay, you've been doing your thing here. You've been in East Africa for how long now?
Year, July 22nd.
Okay, happy anniversary.
Yeah.
So yeah, no problem. Yeah, so I do these videos because a lot of our people, man, they don't understand what time it is, and I run into so many people where we from with different testimonies, and of course, I'm sure you do too. Have you ran into people like yourself?
Yeah. You and a couple others. You a lot of people. Yeah.
Okay, so before we get into that, can you tell me? You left America, right?
Right.
What made you pack up and leave? Are you going back?
What made me leave really was scriptures. And scripture tells us to flee. And I know a lot of people say that America is not Babylon. But the scripture tells you in Ecclesiastes, the thing that has been is the thing that shall be. There's nothing new under the sun. Now, people say that scripture doesn't apply. But the scripture also says that all scripture is given for inspiration and for proof. And so that scripture definitely applies. And while Babylon was another place, there's been a couple different places. I believe that America is Babylon again. And I was with a group of people and we were planning, we saw the fall coming. And so what we did was we started to prepare, we call it stock up, all these types of things. We were doing those things. We had a bunch of stuff, several tents, several generators, probably had like 5 generators.
You and your family?
Yeah, me and my family, water everywhere, all these type of things. And then I got to thinking, okay, when it actually happens, is this going to suffice? And I was like, no, this probably not going to work. And then we started looking for land over there. And got to doing that, almost bought some land, and then realized, like, hey, this ain't going to work either. Because if they did what they did to Rosewood, what they did to Black Wall Street, what are they going to do to my little piece of property? So I was looking at Revelations 18:4, which says, tell us to come out. And people say, come out is spiritual. But it says, lest ye be partakers of the plagues. Now we have to decide, is the coming out is spiritual or these plagues spiritual? Or these plagues are physical. And so the coming out is actually physical. We have to actually leave. And what a lot of people do is that they're afraid. Like I was afraid too. Like, okay, where I'm gonna go, how I'm gonna get there. And I don't have any money. So I just got to praying, and I just got to praying, and didn't know a way. And the Most High opened up a way. He opened the way tremendously for us to leave. So we had to just put faith in it. We left the U.S. and I've never been outside of the country. I've never been to Tanzania before. And we landed here. So we just got set up that way. So what really made me leave was the scriptures. And understanding that I had to leave for my life. And I know people say, well, ain't nothing going on right now, but that ain't got nothing to do with it. Because in an instant, these things can change. We see what happened in 2020. They locked down the whole country. It's locked down. Everything just on. And you find out it was all false. The man tell us, last week that he's lying. You know what I mean? And so on any occasion, at any time, this thing can be shut down. And the Most High told us to flee. And what does that mean? That means to leave. Now, just because you haven't been able to leave yet, that doesn't mean that you will be destroyed. People think that. You left, so that means you're going to be destroyed. No, that's not what I'm saying. You need to start working towards leaving. Because I don't care what people say, the U.S. is not our home. You can say what you want to. If you believe it's your home, you stay there. Okay? You do that. But for the others, that know that the U.S. is not their home, they need to start working, start praying, start asking the Most High. And just because it's not a financial thing, it's a faith thing. Scripture, Luke 6:46, he says, "Why call me Master, Master, and not do what I say?" He says, "Why are you calling him your father and you're not doing what he says?" He says, "To lead." And so that's it. The scripture said that. We did that. I'm going to give one testimony. I teach a lesson sometimes on Zoom with a few people, and I was studying for a lesson, matter of fact, a flee lesson, to tell them that they need to flee. And I was at work, and I was in there reading 2 Ezra 15, the part about people breaking into people's homes. And I got to work early. One of my older co-workers, he had came in, just me and him there, an older white guy. And I didn't say anything to this guy, nothing to him. I was reading it. And he walked in, he looked at me, he said, Mr. Carlos, if someone wants to break into your home and take your stuff, there's nothing you can do about it. They're going to get in. And I'm reading these scriptures that's talking about this. He didn't know I was reading it. I was reading it on my phone. He said that. And that kind of brought chills to my body. I was like, wow, you're right. And it just kind of confirmed it.
Okay.
All right, so when it goes down, there's nothing that you're going to be able to do. There's no amount of water you got stocked up, tissue, food, all that stuff. That stuff can all be taken away. So that right there, kind of confirmed everything that I needed to leave. And some people, they may not be able to leave right. I'm just saying that some people may not be able to leave right now, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't detach. Detach from the system. Detach from all the things that are going on and start seeking the Father. Because that place is not our home. We were sent to America for our punishment. That was our punishment. And now people are falling in love with, the conveniences of the U.S. And those conveniences are going to be a lot of people's destruction. That's all I got.
Yeah, it takes faith to stay in America. It takes faith. You have to believe in that system, or it takes faith to leave that system.
Yeah.
So we just have faith in the wrong thing. But like you said, these spiritual plagues. A lot of people, they say they'll say, okay, we got to get Babylon out of our system first before we leave. But if you're trying to get off, let's say if you're trying to wean yourself off for alcohol, you're not going to stay in the liquor house and say, you know what I'm saying, that don't make no sense.
Right.
But yeah, like you said, man, I just met this brother 3 months ago. We've been getting it in. He's been, working out. As you see, he's sweaty right now. He's in the gym right now. So yeah, and one last question. What do you think is drawing so many of the diaspora to Africa? Why is everybody coming to Africa?
Hold on, this is my wife.
Okay.
I think we all deep down know that America, that Africa is the homeland, and this is where we come from. The Bible is an African book. It talks about, it has a lot of African traditions. And deep down, I feel like we know that most of us, a lot of us know that, Africa is where we're supposed to be. So I think that's it,
Oh man, no, these Hamites, man. What are you talking about? I'm just joking, man. But no, you're right. A lot of truth is cracking open, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate you. One more time, can you shout out your channel?
Oh yeah, it's Ready for Africa with Los.
Ready for Africa with Los. So I'll try to put that in the description. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it.